Hi, let's get started with a magic circle workout. All right. Lay down and center yourself on the mat. The magic circle will be between your ankles. And just remember, if you don't have a circle, you can still do the exercises or use another prop perhaps you have at home, like maybe a small, soft plastic ball. All right, so lay down on the mat. You can start in a tabletop or extend the legs long with the 100, inhaling. And exhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 3, 4, 5, inhale. 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale the breath. And exhale. Settling to the mat. From the back of the hips to the tips of the shoulder blades, they should be down on the mat. On your last one, bring your hands behind your head and press in 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees in, take the circle away. You can either roll up or rock up. Once you're up, at the bottom of my mat, I have a strap. So I'm gonna put my feet underneath the strap for the roll up. The legs are together. Feet are flexed, use the strap for support. Reach back to wherever you feel you can, no lower than the arms by the ears. Press on the circle gently to help assist the roll up. Exhale, reaching your head through the window of the circle and then roll back down. Reach it back, stretch. Inhale up, exhale, forward. Inhale to begin to roll back and exhale, lower down. A few more times. Inhale to roll back. Exhale to lower down. 2 more. Last one. Great. Lay all the way back down. I'm going to readjust on my mat for the roll over, moving the powerhouse forward. Place the magic circle between your ankles. Extend the legs and sweep them overhead. From there, you would have no tension as you lower down to the mat. Hug the circle at the bottom. Press into it, open up on the circle, and roll back down to the mat. Press, give the circle some pressure, open, and roll down. Keep the legs apart, holding the circle lightly, then press on the overhead and roll down. Open the circle lightly, press hard, deep in the powerhouse. One more time. Up and over. Press and roll it down. When you roll down, I'm taking the circle out, and then rock up. I'm going to put just the left foot underneath the strap and do a warm up before I do my one leg circle. So one handle of the circle is up to the ceiling. Hold the foot with the top of the circle and hold your hands with the bottom. You're softening the knee and straightening for a stretch. Bend the knee and straighten and stretch. 3 more times. 3, extend, 2, and straighten. 1 more time, and straighten. Place the circle in between your hands. Keep your leg up to the ceiling. The bottom leg is secure under the strap. 5 circles. 5 around and up. 4 around and up. 3, and 2, and 1. Use your shoulders, glide them on your back to keep yourself from rocking too far left to right. 3 more, and 2, and 1. Bend the knees, slip that right foot underneath the strap, and let's do the same stretch with the circle up to the ceiling. Foot is underneath the top handle. Bend the knee and extend the leg. 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Transfer the circle in between your hands. Reach your fingers long, point your top foot, keep your head down, circles to the left, around and up, to the left, around and up, across, around and up. 2 more, 1 more, 5 in the reverse. 5 around and up, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And then slide that left foot underneath the strap with the right foot. Do your roll up, press the circle to come forward. And then for rolling like a ball, make sure you have enough space behind you if you're working with the apparatus. The circle comes in front of your shins, and from here you rock back. On the way up, press the circle to find your balance. Rock back, come up, press the circle to balance. Rock back, press hard, deepen into the abdominals. As much energy as you're using to press on the circle, it's the same amount of energy to tighten your abdominals. We call it deepening your abdominals in and up. Great job. 2 more. Press. Last one. Press from here. Extend the left leg forward. Keep the right knee bent. Roll back for a single leg stretch. Keeping the circle over your shins and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Keep going side to side. And switch. And switch. Keep going. Inhale the breath. Exhale the breath. Inhale the breath. Woo. Exhale the breath. Bend your knees. Place the circle between your shins again for double leg. You can hold behind your thighs. Inhale, reach. Circle the arms. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Circle the arms. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more. 1 more. Take the circle away. For your scissors, the circle goes back up, the legs go up. Pulse the right leg in towards the circle and the left leg. You're not necessarily looking to kick the circle, just a little extra stretch at the top, like you would if you were grabbing it with your hands. In, 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 in. More importantly, keep the lift of the upper body so the abdominals are getting a lot of work here. One more to the right, 1 more to the left, and then bend the knees, transfer the circle back between your legs for lower lift. Lower, 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 lift. Lower, 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 and lift. Lower 3, 2, 1, lift on 1. Lower 3, 2, 1, reverse direction. Lower on 1, lift for 3, up for 2, up for 1. 3 more, lift, lift, lift. 2 more, lift 3, 2, 1, last one, lift up, up, up. Bend the knees, take the circle away. For your crisscross, you're going to turn the circle sideways. All right, you guys? Lift the right foot off the mat. Put the circle against the front of your right thigh just below your knee. Your opposite elbow is going on the circle, so both hands are behind your head now. Pull the right elbow back, extend the left elbow forward, and press and twist. Press and twist. Press and twist. Up, up. 4, 8 to each side. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Lift the left leg up. Put the circle right below your knee on the top of your thigh. Bring your opposite elbow to the circle, both hands behind your head. Pull the left elbow back, right leg forward, and pulse in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the circle off to the side to finish off with full crisscross. Curl up, twist to the right and to the left, to the right, to the left. 6, 6, 5, 5, 4. Great job. 3, yes, 2, and 1. Awesome. Hug your knees in. And then if you don't have enough room to roll up, rock up to seated. And then from here, spine stretch forward. You're going to move back on the mat so your heels are on the bone boxes. You can't really see my right foot, which is on the left side of your screen, but you can see my other foot. So we're all good. The magic circle is going to be down on the mat with the handle, and then your hands can either be side by side on the top or stacked, whatever feels better for you. So to start, you want to engage your sit bones, draw them closer, and press on the circle and grow taller. And inhale on the lift, and exhale, have a little seat. Do that again. Squeeze your sit bones, draw them closer, lift through the powerhouse and press on the circle. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sit back down. On the next one, inhale on the lift. Exhale, stretch, tip the circle forward. Inhale, roll up. It's not going to go far. Exhale, have a seat. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, have a seat. So it's a double breath. Inhale up to start. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, lift through the crown of the head, and then exhale, have a seat. I'm going to move it forward, and then for a single breath, inhale. Exhale, stretch forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Inhale up. One more time. Inhale up. Open leg rocker is next. So the circle is going to go between your ankles again. You can hold on behind the thighs, lift your feet off the mat. You have a modification at tabletop or straight legs, or you're holding on higher. Rock back as you would if you didn't have the circle. Rock back and roll up and balance. Keeping the circle right there, rock it back, roll it up. Press on the circle wherever you find it hardest to balance, especially at the top. Rock back, roll up, stay here, send the arms reaching long. We're going into your corkscrew. Roll down overhead and then circle right. Around left, roll up, roll it down. Left circle, around, stop the top, roll up, roll down, circle right, around and center, roll it up. Oh, so much work. To the left. One more in each direction, roll up and down, circle to the right, around, roll it up and down. Oh, I'm working hard. One more time. Who said Pilates was not difficult? Woo. And then use a roll up to come up. Woo, thank you. All right, for your saw, move back so you can use the moon boxes again like you did for spine stretch forward. So there's a lot of variations. You can take your circle right down in front of your chest, twist, and then under, bring the left arm under when you're twisting to the right side. Then if you came center to go to the left for your saw, you twist the right arm under to go to the left side. So starting to the right, bring the left arm under and saw for 3. Head is reaching through the magic circle. After 3 pulses, come back up, or 3 pulses. Twist to the left, reach for 3, 2, 1, up center. Right side, 3, 2, 1, up center, left side. Your other choice, if you're very tight, is just to pull yourself towards your leg to start with no rotation in the chest and see how that feels. Just thinking about the opposite hip anchoring. If you're really tight, even that, keeping both hips equally weighted can be difficult. One more time if you're doing that modification to each side. You don't need to touch your hip, it's just to demonstrate what you're working on. Great, when you come back up, you'll flip onto your abdominals. And then you want to have the circle, if it's on a raised mat, it would mimic what it would be like having the circle on the floor at home. If you don't have a raised mat. If you do have a raised mat, you have the luxury of being able to bring the circle a little lower because the magic circle is a pretty big size to lift your arms up to, especially if you're tight in the shoulders. If you have a mini magic circle, you can always use that instead. It's far lower. So if you don't have a lot of flexibility in your shoulders, using a smaller circle, no circle, or putting the circle at a lower level is helpful. Otherwise, you place your circle, hands on the top of the circle like you did for spine stretch forward. Draw the thighs and legs together and press down on the circle to lift up. Up, up, and lower back down. Here's where it's a hard stretch for some people for their shoulders. Press and lift, 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 and float it back down. Press and lift, 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 and float it down. 2 more. Lift up 3, lift up 2, Lift up 1, collarbones and chest are wide open. Float it down. One more time like that. Press and lift up 3, lift up 2, up 1, float it down. Make sure your legs are definitely together. We're going into single leg kicks. Press and lift up. Kick the right leg in once, twice, and the left. Kick, kick. Right kick, kick. Left kick, kick. I'm so close to the push-through bar, so pardon my change with the feet behind me. Kick, 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 kick. Keep the lift, keep the lift. Keep working your lift for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and lower down. For double leg kick, bring the circle out over your hips. So it's basically sitting around your butt. If you have a bigger butt, it's easy to find. I'm going to slide forward just so that I don't kick the tower. So there might not be any movement with the circle when you press into it, but you should feel the muscles of your upper arms, your triceps engage. So from here, maybe you can bring the circle up a little higher than your hips. From here, bend the knees, kick 3, 2, 1. Anchor your feet on the mat and stretch your arms behind you and lift your chest. Readjust so that you're not gripping the circle, and then turn your head, bend your elbows. Kick 3, 2, 1. Extend the arms and legs at the same time. Lift your chest, look straight forward. To the left. Kick 3, 2, 1. Stretch, reach back for 3, up for 2, up for 1. Left side, kick it out for 3, 2, 1. Stretch back, lift 3, 2, 1. Right side, kick 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs, lift the body. 3, 2, 1. Left side, last one. 3, 2, 1. Lower the legs, lift up. 3, up for 2, up for 1. With the circle off to the side. Ouch. All right, take a stretch. Neck pull is next. So you're gonna come back to the front edge of your mat where you have a strap, hopefully, because this one is a killer without the strap, even on a good day. So now your legs are apart. You have your magic circle in between your hands. So start with your stretch forward to make it easy, like spine stretch forward. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, sit up. Continue inhaling as you lift your arms overhead so the circle is like a halo to the ceiling, and hinge. Keep your legs engaged, and then exhale, return the circle in front of your chest and roll down to the mat with control. Reach your arms back to wherever you have space. Inhale, lift your head, lift your body, roll forward, stretch and reach towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale, roll up and lift your arms and hinge. Keep inhaling. And then exhale, bring it in front of your chest and roll down to the mat with control. Inhale again and roll up. Exhale. Inhale, roll up, lift the arms, hinge it back. And exhale, roll down. 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale forward. Inhale, roll up, lift the arms, hinge back. And exhale, roll down to the mat. 1 more time. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, roll up, lift the arms, hinge back. And then exhale, roll down to the mat. Awesome. From here, for your shoulder bridge, you can just keep the circle in between your hands, engaging your shoulders. So you want your shoulders, instead of up in the air, you want your shoulders wide and down on the mat, and bridge your hips up. Long neck, and articulate all the way back down to the mat. Do that again, lift back up. Work your position, readjusting your feet if you need to, and roll it down. 1 more time like that, roll it up, and roll it down. We'll do 2 sets of kicks. The first set is on the mat. Kick up once, twice, flex and lower. Kick, kick, flex and reach. 3 more on the right side, and 2, and 1. Slide that foot in, left leg out. Kick up once, twice, flex and reach. Kick, kick. Warming up the hip. 2 more. This should feel a lot like your side kicks, front back kicks. Slide it in, lift your hips up, pull your stomach in, shoulders glide back to the mat, the right leg extends. Once, twice for the kick, flex to lower down. Kick, kick, flex to reach it. Kick, kick, constantly reaching the arms up, but gliding your shoulders down towards the mat behind your back. One more time, and then slide that right foot in, get it anchored to extend the left leg, kick it up once, twice, flex and reach. 4 more, reach it out. 3, keep the hips lifting. 2, 1, lower the leg, slide the foot in, get your feet anchored underneath you, and roll it all the way down to the mat. Great. So you wonder why I do all that butt stuff and glute stuff and hip stuff. It's so that I can have good kicks for shoulder bridge or balance control facing up, or even for jackknife. So I'm going to move down on the mat for jackknife. Place the circle back in between your ankles. Extend your legs down towards the mat and then roll out onto your shoulders. You can point or flex. You just want to work your resistance on the way down to the mat again. Lower the legs. Sweep them overhead and up. And then resist as you roll back down. And then see if you can just go straight up into your jackknife. Straight up. And roll down. Challenge yourself 2 more times. Roll up. And resist. Roll it down. Last one. Roll up. Roll down. Great job. All right. Your side kicks are next. So you have a couple choices. You can start, once you line yourself up with the back edge of the mat, of placing the circle in front of you and holding it with the heel of the hand. You can place it off to the side, but instead of the shoulder forward, you want to glide the shoulder back and keep the circle perpendicular to the floor. We'll do a short series here. Kicks to the front, stretch to the back, press on the circle. Kick, kick, point, stretch back. Kick, kick, point, stretch back. So this should just be like your kicks that you just did on your back. So the spine is long, you're moving just from the hip. And then point to lift, flex to lower. Point to lift, flex to lower. 1 more, and then reverse direction, flex to lift, point, lengthen to lower. Flex to lift, point to lower. And then circles. 7 and 8. Reverse. 8, 7. You'll see in the camera, to the best that I can, I'm circling front and back of the bottom leg, 50-50. So you want to make sure that you're not circling only to the front or only to the back, or just going to the, thinking that you're going front to back. But if you find that bottom heel and brush it through, you'll know what you're doing. All right, so you can add on to that using your magic circle. You would sit up, place a circle on the bottom inside of your ankle, top inside of your ankle. From there, you set yourself back up on your side and you press and resist up. Press and lift. You're trying to press straight down. Think about finding that press between your glutes and your inner thighs. Press and up. Press and up. About 8 to 10 times. And then in an attempt to lift both legs off the mat, you might want to readjust on your side to find the best place to balance, and then you'd lift the legs, lower the legs, lift them and lower. You can do this with your legs inside the circle or outside the circle. You can do the whole transferring your circles to the legs to the inside. I find it a little arduous, especially when I'm teaching a class. Most people have a hard time with it and get frustrated. So keep your legs in the air and little presses, and press, and press, and press. Reach through that bottom leg, stretch it out long. 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, 1, and then place your feet back down. For your big finish, you're going to want to take the circle back into your hand, set it up in front of you. Let's do grand rond de jambe. Kick to the front, up in the air, around, press the circle to the back and lift your spine. To the front, up, around, Press down on the circle to find your lift. To the front, up, stretch around to the back, and reach through both legs. Restack for the reverse. Reach to the back, lift it up in the air, circle it around to the front. Kick back, press on the circle, lift it up in the air, and bring it around to the front. One more, back, up, and around to the front, and restack your legs. I'm turning up to my other side. Same thing, you're gonna line yourself up with the back edge of your mat, bottom elbow, shoulder, and hip. Legs can come to the front edge of the mat where you have your moon box, or they would just come in front of a yoga mat onto the floor. So you're pressing through the heel of the hand, all 5 fingers are reaching. Top leg up, flex to go forward, point to stretch back. Flex forward, stretch back. Kick, kick, stretch back. 5 more. 8 total. And back. And 4. And back. And 3. Back. 2. Lengthen. 1 more. And then the top leg is going to go on top of the bottom. Flex to lift. Point to lower. A good place to find that bottom heel to get ready for your circles. Flex to lift. Point, lengthen to lower. Flex on the way up. Point. So we're working a lot of different joints here, including the ankle joints. Find that bottom heel, stretch your top leg long, circles 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so now here we go. We're setting up the circle between the ankles. So the bottom leg is reaching long. Place it there. Stretch it out so that you can get the top leg into it. Reset yourself up on your side. Ooh, you can see it's wobbling. All right, trying to find that stability here. Press the circle. Lift it up. Press and lift. Work the bottom leg. Work your abdominals. Press and lift. Press and lift. 4 more. And 3. And 2, and 1. So then you're going to work on finding a spot where you can balance on your side, either shifting your legs forward or keeping them where they are in order to lift both legs up and both legs down. Both legs up, both legs down. Up, and up. Up. 4 more times. 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it in the air, press in while your legs are hovering off the mat. Stretch through the bottom leg. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the legs forward to lower down. You're going to have to sit up to grab the circle again. Place it out in front of you to do your big finish. Grand rond de jambe on the first side, and so we do it on the second side. Kick to the front, up, around to the back. Each leg is going to feel different in the hip socket. Kick forward, up and around. And if you're not a dancer like me, some of these moves are super challenging. I don't have any dance background, but I like to pretend I do when I move, so that I feel like I'm moving with a little bit more grace than normal. Otherwise, I bump into everything, knock it all over, break stuff. All right, you guys. So next we have teaser. The circle goes back between your ankles. From here, you have a lot of choices about how to roll up into your teaser. So you can start in tabletop or have your knees hugged in. You could do it all at the same time, or you could split it apart. So I'll show you a couple where we're splitting it apart and a couple where everything's together at the same time. So from here, lift your head up, and as you roll up, you start to let go and reach the arms up parallel to the legs. As you roll down to tabletop, you're going to hold onto your legs, rest your head. So it's a little like rolling like a ball to get into it, to extend, and a little bit like open like rocker too, with how wide your legs are apart. If you have a mini magic, let me show you. If you have a mini magic and you want to use that one instead so your legs aren't so wide, that's another choice. You can do it the same way. Roll up, extend the legs, and roll back down. You can also add this circle in between your hands. Ooh. May I have some power here to roll up. Ah, yes. Love it. It's so hard. All right. So on the next one, once you roll up, to split it apart, the legs stay where they are. You roll down with the upper body and roll up with the upper body, keeping the legs out to 45. And roll up. One more time, roll down. I think that might be all I have in me for the moment. Unless you're going into circles, keep the legs up, place the top circle off to the side, to the right. Circle down, around to the left. If you've got these mini magics, let me just tell you, it's really nice. They don't squeeze in like the magic circles, but then your legs aren't so wide. And so you can do a lot more exercises where you hug the midline, but you don't feel like your legs are all the way apart. All right, you guys. So after your teasers, after your hip circles, we have swimming. Swimming looks a lot like swan. So you're gonna bring that circle back out in front of you, whether it's on the floor, on your mat, out in front of your mat. I'm gonna slide a little forward so that I don't kick the push-through bar behind me. So you're pressing and you swim with your legs and lift your chest. Inhaling, and you can add an arm and another arm and an arm and another arm if you feel it's in your ability to do so. If not, you just keep both hands down and kick with your legs as close together as possible. Switch. 3, 2, 2. One more right, one more left. So great. Right. And sit back. All right, roll it up. So next, you can go into your mermaid. You wouldn't use the circle, but it's a nice side stretch just to get yourself up and over for a side bend, open the arms and counter stretch. You can do the choreography a few different ways, side bending to the bent knee first, and then one counter stretch the opposite direction, or alternating stretches to each side. And then you can add in a lean back and a teaser in the center with some circles. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Reverse. 3, up, 2, up, 1. And then both knees are gonna bend to the opposite side. So I'm just gonna turn so you guys can see me. You would wanna have your hips and your feet on the mat for your mermaid, and your side bending the opposite direction. For your counter stretch, you'd slide out. So that was what I was doing when I was faced away from the camera. But when you come down, you're coming down to your elbow and forearm. And come up. I'll do one more of each so you see what I'm doing. You start to the bent knees, and then you counter stretch away from the bent knees. Great, come back up. Facing towards the front of your mat, you have seal. So like I said, if you have the mini magic, it's nice to use that, but you can't do the claps this way. So I would suggest that for your cool down, you can already hear I'm out of breath, which means I had a nice good workout, and I'm very happy about that. To warm up in the morning, you'd come up and then clap 1, 2, 3, rock back, clap 1, 2, 3, and up 1, 2, 3. Arms are pressing into the legs are pressing into the arms. 1, 2, 3, massaging the spine. This is your cool down. Just know that when you do your single leg kicks earlier, you can have the circle flat on the mat and your hands pressing into the left and right side to work the chest, rather than having the circle just like it was for swan. I'll give you a demo of that in a second. One more time, and 1, 2, 3. So what I mean by your single leg kicks is you'd have this down on the mat for your single leg kicks. I had it here set up for your single leg kicks, kick, 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 kick. You can also have it this way. All right, so know that you can do your single leg kicks both ways. All right, there's a lot more that you can do with this. I just don't have the time. My client's showing up in 1 more minute. So I'm just gonna show you one more exercise that you can do with your mini magic. For your plank, you place it between your ankles. You could also do this with a magic circle. And then I'll do another video soon where I'll show you the standing magic circle work. The nice thing about the mini magic for your push-ups or your plank is that it doesn't hit the floor at all. Then it's straighten, Hike the hips up, stretch the heels down. Walk your hands back. And then you can roll all the way up to standing. I'm gonna be out of frame, but that's okay. You can see that mini magic down there. As I roll down, it stays away from the mat. I have plenty of room. Find your plank. You can do as many push-ups as you want. For time's sake, I'm doing one. Walk your hands back. Head is heavy. Roll all the way up. One more time. Round down. Walk it out. Lengthen. One push-up. Hike your hips up. Stretch your heels down. Pull your stomach in. Walk back 3 counts. And roll it up. I'm going to pretend I rolled up and say, thank you, you guys, for this workout. Enjoy having time with your magic circle and have a great day.